Are you ready to pay more at the supermarket? The outlook for global wheat supplies appears to be growing darker. Now, geopolitical and weather stresses are driving up prices even more. The UN Food Agency said prices hit an all-time record in February and again in March. As you may know if you've been keeping up with the news, the Russia-Ukraine conflict has been driving up global food price inflation. Russia and Ukraine account for nearly a third of global wheat and barley. But in March, Ukraine banned wheat exports, citing the needs of its own population in critical food products. Beyond Ukraine's own self-imposed export ban, Russian blockades of Ukrainian ports are preventing grain shipments from leaving the country. And some buyers are avoiding buying grains from Russia due to Western sanctions, which is further limiting wheat supply. That's the situation with grain itself. Now let's switch gears and talk about how soaring fuel prices are impacting grain exports. First of all, fueling the machines associated with harvesting and transporting wheat are now more expensive. And many fertilizers are produced through a chemical process involving natural gas. About 75% of producing these fertilizers is actually the cost of natural gas. Projections suggest the problem will get even worse. The World Bank forecasts a substantial increase in wheat prices this year. Here's what they had to say in their April 2022 Commodity Markets Outlook. Non-energy prices are expected to rise about 20% in 2022, with the largest increases in commodities where Russia or Ukraine are key exporters. Furthermore, the outlook suggests that wheat prices, in particular, are forecast to increase by more than 40% this year, reaching an all-time high in nominal terms. India, the world's second largest wheat producer, on Friday banned exports of the grain amid its own food security concerns, potentially exacerbating the steep rise in global food prices that is affecting billions of people and threatening food security around the world. And adding to the problem, the United States Department of Agriculture forecast a major decline in U.S. winter wheat production for 2022-23, confirming GRO's prediction that crop yields would slump because of a drought in the southern plains. The USDA estimated the winter wheat harvest would decrease by 8% year over year. Commenting on the USDA's winter wheat projection, the agricultural analytics firm named Grow Intelligence said, winter wheat accounts for roughly 75% of total U.S. wheat production, with spring wheat making up the rest. For that reason, the firm explains, the U.S. wheat shortfall is bad news for already tight global wheat supplies, which have been squeezed further as the Russia-Ukraine war blocks exports from the Black Sea region. Global food security issues appear to be continuing to mount, and price pressures on wheat and other essential agricultural commodities haven't come to an end. In fact, it looks like those pressures are growing. In my opinion, these are the reasons why we have to question whether we've turned the corner on inflation. We'll continue to report on this story as it develops, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and check back often for more updates.
Hey guys, Joe Montana here with my man Devlin Steele. He and his team at Augusta Precious Metals are constantly putting out new information to keep you ahead of the game. Click subscribe now and hit the notification bell to stay up to date. You'll be glad you did.